Stephen, what I'm saying to you about getting forward is when we got possession and we're coming out, I want you to make a run. Not just, I mean, a great run with the ball, but I want you to, when we're coming out with the ball and we get coming into midfield, I want you to steam right in beyond the front players. Beyond the front players, okay? That's what I'm talking about, and then you can have a breather. We need one break and we're beaten. One free kick around the box and we score.
Allison. The victory complete now for Manchester City.
Did you know? Do you want to know? Yeah, all right.
We didn't particularly put it together today, how we can put it together, did we, in fairness? We didn't knock the ball about. We started off all right, we didn't, but you battled. You don't do many silly things. There was too many from my point of view, and I know from yours, and I know you want me to stop you from doing them. At the back, just at late on, we got involved in one or two little silly things. At the front, we was taking a little bit of liberties with the game. The name of the game is to impose your superiority, your extra ability, your extra skill on them. It's magic to see, like Phil Boyer and Jerry Gale, for instance. I mean, it can be somebody else the next time, but they didn't actually have a particularly good game. There were too many wrong things happen. But I know, fucking marvellous to see them battling and working and grafting. You're getting no cover, you see, from the fullback in them situations. And you're too... Well done, Mel. Well done, Mel.
Congratulations, you go all the way.
Just pull off and then you're in business. When they've got the ball halfway inside of their half, and you've got 2 to 2 up the front, and one of you just pull off, and that's a done.
I think if you could get somebody who was big enough to control him and run him and be connected with him, I think that you could be really, really successful. But I tell you what, you have to really have somebody who would control him, because there is absolutely no doubt he has the capacity and the ability to make players better. I'm not sure, honestly and truthfully, whether he has the capacity to make teams better if he has the ultimate control. I mean, you only have to look at him. You only have to, he frightens people when he walks into situations.
Does he frighten you?
No, he used to. He used to, but I've long since known him, haven't I? I've stood up to him, you see, and that was one of the big reasons that I got on with him. I took almighty stick from him in certain situations. He belittled me, he kept me there, but at the end of the day, I've never had other than respect for him. I'll always like the fella. I'll always love the fella. He's a magic fella.
I found that fella that controlled me. That's me.
I just happen to think that I could work with him. I don't think that will ever materialise.
You couldn't work with him.
Yeah, I could.
I tell you what, there's no chance of you two working
I tell
together.
you what, I'd fight him and bite him.
No, it wouldn't work. Wouldn't work.
All right.
Tell
Well,
you
you may
have less chance than I had with
You
him.
may be right. But I just happen to think that way.
You wouldn't like to see us doing them together?
No, that's an impossible situation. I mean, having seen them both, it wouldn't. There's no way that'd work. Absolutely none at all. I'd give that less chance than Abbott and Costello running a football club.
After 55 days at Crystal Palace, Malcolm Allison was sacked again. Meanwhile, John Bond turned City's sights to Wembley.